Hello everybody and welcome back to Business Simulator, where everything is more or less fully stocked. They are still getting on with things here, but we're nearly done. There's a few areas here and there. We do have the stuff in there, but there's just a couple more things need going on. I've had to widen the space down here. They got stuck, so I had to widen the space, and here as well, which has resulted in a floating cheese grater. I can't do anything about that. Hopefully somebody will come along and buy it and that will sort it out. But yeah, we've got a floating cheese grater because I had to move this slightly because they were getting stuck restocking down there. If they get stuck, they just sort of walk backwards and forwards like that, and they don't actually do anything. So widened a couple of places and everything seems fine now. Because I bought so much stock though, we are now level 22 in here, which means we can now get a manager. So I'm going to get a manager to run this place whilst we're next door, hoping that we can do the same over there once we get to level 20. I think we're level 19 over there, so we can get a manager at level 20, and we need to be level 22 for the final license over there, so we can spend a bit more time next door by getting the manager in here straight away. So I'm not going to bother with cashier because we don't have a cashier's desk. We've only got self-checkouts in here, so we're going to have a cleaner. I'll hire the manager in the morning, even though we've got loads of money and it doesn't matter. Still, save some of the pennies. I should have done the same with the cleaner. Right, so let's get some decoration. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. How does that look everywhere? To be honest, it kind of goes with the building. It feels like we're in like an old bank or something, doesn't it? It kind of goes. Let's have that, and then we'll just choose something for the floor that looks okay. Not hating that, to be honest. That's not bad. Some of those are a bit bright. That's not bad. We've had that in the tool shop, haven't we? Quite like that, to be honest. Because the walls are quite bright, so we don't necessarily need a bright floor. That's not bad. I think it's dressed it up a bit. Yeah, it's okay in here. Right. So, I think, as I say, I think they're about finished. They're finished enough anyway. So let's enter and go to the next day. Okay, so this is the first end of day summary I think we've looked at since I've had the managers doing all of the price changes and everything for us. So that seems to have worked quite well. Only one item was found too high, which was, you know, probably one they still needed to adjust. So that's worked quite well. Overall satisfaction is way up at 560. Unavailable products and left due to long wait was when we had our mess up in the bookshop, I believe. So everything else is pretty good. Let's get into the next day. Let's open this place up. Let's hire a manager for in here. Let's upgrade him immediately. Can I do that? Or oh, we have to be level 30 to upgrade him. Okay, that's not too bad. As we're still here, we're only next door. It'll soon level up in here. So we'll give him a 25k limit and see how he goes. Why is that guy just standing there? Oh, we haven't got a security thing here. Grab one of those. Alarm system. Get it in place. Has that done it? I think it's done it. Always freezes when it does that. Yeah, it has done it. Let's open up in here. They are using self-checkouts quite well in here. So this is our first, and I'm tempted to do the same next door at the bookshop. This is our first. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Forgot, did you? Forgot to make the payment. Yes, likely story. Yeah, this is our first cashierless store. I think it's the first cashierless store I've ever had in any of these games. In any shop simulator. I think possibly the first one I've ever had that has been completely cashierless. I don't know why they're walking in here and standing in the doorway. I'm not sure what's going on with them there. That's a bit weird. Whether that's something to do with the shelving or this, it could just be this store. I don't know. They're kind of doing it over here as well, aren't they? Maybe it's just this building, because this building's been odd. So if you saw, I think it was either the last episode or the previous one, I'm not sure. Probably the previous one. I'm a bit lost. I'm recording a few all together once again. They were queuing through the wall. They're actually walking into this store to join the queue and then walking out to come in. Let's actually come back in here. Are they still spinning around this cashier's desk? Because that's the other problem we've been having.
Looks good.
I don't think they are. Actually, I don't think they are. So before, if you didn't see it, they would come here and then they would spin all the way around and then finally come back again. And now I've got stuck and then pay. But they seem to be doing it correctly. You have to go back and see if you're interested in that. Right. As soon as we get to level 20 in here, we can get ourselves a manager. I just don't know why people are standing in the doorway to come in. That's weird. Is there a... Oh, it's just that person. I was going to say, if they implemented a, like, you can only have so many people in a store at one time thing to help with the game running. But nope, that person appears to just be stuck. No idea. But it does seem to be working well in here. We're now up to level 19. Level 20, there we go. I should be able to get the manager in here to at least take care of stock. I always go to management. Whenever I'm looking to hire a manager, I go straight to management and not staff. All right, let's hire the manager. The manager in here can have 20 odd grand as well. We can upgrade once we get to level 30, which we will do. Yeah, I'm confident we'll get that by the end of the day. Or hopefully, anyway. So, should be able then, the manager will be able to take care of prices for us as well. All of the employees are good in here. Right, so the manager's taking care of all of that. We're level 22, we can get the final license and actually stack the shelves in here. You're going to stand there all day and all night, aren't you? Yep. I guarantee she's probably still there at the very end. When we close and get into our next day or whatever, she'll still be there. She'll probably be there at the end of the video. Right, how is it over here? Not bad, actually. So they're not queuing for self... Well, they are queuing for self-checkouts, but not excessively. I don't know why that person over there is queuing. There was an open one right here. Just like when that guy arrives, it's an open one right there. It's okay. It's busy, but it's okay. Stock-wise, we're looking okay in here. We've got our manager over here. When we get to level 30, he can start motivating people as well. And changing some... I'm just going to let him deal with the prices, to be honest with you. I'm just going to let that roll. We're only 4 levels away in here. So it is working well in here. I do have a... Did I hire a cleaner in here? Pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. So it's all working nicely. Still not super happy with the layout in there, but we tried something different. Somebody's not happy with the price over there. I'm just going to let the manager deal with those. Level 26. Well, it'll be fine. We'll let it ride for the day. Right, we're level 20. Oops, I forgot to make payments. Another thief among us. Yeah, the self-checkouts in here have worked, haven't they? So that's good to see. We've got a queue forming there, but they've realized, oh, you're just standing here in the way. And have decided to come in anyway. Wish I could tell her to move. Like, shift. If you must stand outside or something, sit down here. You see, you're blocking people coming in, and then they don't know whether you're queuing or whatever, and then they're like, are you waiting for something? And then you're like, no, and then they finally come in. Like, just go and stand here, please. Is it a job you're after? Is that why you're standing here? Because I don't really need any employees, but you could be, I don't know, relief checkout worker or something, I suppose. Or hand out flyers. You're not really doing anything at the moment. Have you not got a home to go to? Apparently not. Perfect. Right. Sorry, sir. I appear to be standing in your way. Let's get some decorating done in here, shall we? While we're just waiting for that final level. I quite like the walls the way they are, to be honest. I wonder if there's just a nice floor that would kind of go with them. Nice wooden floor, perhaps? Kind of goes. That darker wood kind of goes. I think the lighter one would work better, maybe. Let's buy it and find out. It's a bit bright. Not bad, though. As I say, I quite like the wall kind of as it is. It kind of suits the bookshop feel. Although that's not bad either. We could have that going with the old style building. Let's have that. A bit brighter, and then I think I'll have the darker wood floor, actually. I'm not keen on the bright flooring. Perfect. think that might work a little bit better. So the wall is a bit intense when you look at it, to be honest. It's not bad out here. If you go right up to it, that's a little bit intense everywhere. It'd be nice if you could break it up a bit. Yeah, I'm not that keen on the wall, actually. I wish you could split it or do something. That's a bit better. I think I prefer that. That's not as intense, is it? I think I prefer that. Let's have that. I mean, we can have it, you know, different colours out everywhere, but I think we'll have that. I think the floor is okay. Bit dull maybe, but it's not bad. I think I prefer that personally. Right, so we can now get those remaining licenses in here. So licenses, purchase, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the problem is going to be finding the... Oh, come on. I was going to say, the problem is going to be finding them. I didn't think there'd be this much stuff. Get outside a second. Right, we're looking for Summer Breeze, I think. Oh, he's buying more stuff all the time. I can't even see. Oh, this is a problem. I could tell the manager to take a break or something like that, and he won't be ordering stuff, because I can't find anything. What is the likelihood of me stumbling across the 4 books that we've... Ah, there's one of them. But the rest of them? It's going to be almost impossible. I think what we may have to do is turn him off, so he stops buying things, run the storeroom dry, and then... No, don't buy that. I haven't set a price yet. 33. Yeah, maybe run the storeroom dry. And then at least we'll find the remaining books. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Can I? I think I can. Work activity, right. Take the day off. Let's run that stockroom dry. Dry-ish. We've only got 3 hours left anyway, so it should mostly do, and then I can find the books. Let's head next door and see what's going on over here. Pretty good, actually. Seems to be working pretty well. We're only half a level away from the manager being able to take care of prices as well as motivation. So the manager will be able to do everything we need to do over here. Yeah, it's working well. I think it's probably making us quite a bit of cash over here, actually, as well. We're about to crack $200,000. The guy's standing in the doorway here as well. Then they go in. This must be this building. I don't remember them ever doing that in any of the other shops we've been to, or at least not noticeable, where they come and stand in the doorway. And not every customer does it. Some of them walk straight in. What do you mean you forgot a payment? Hey. Forgot a payment, did you? Where did I get my broom from? I've never hit anybody with a broom before. It's made the noise before, but I've never had the broom animation. I tell you what, she wandered out. Is that the same? I can't click her this time. She's still saying it, but I can't click her, so I'm guessing she's not thieved. I guess she was a former thief. Yeah, she was ever so casual, wasn't she? She didn't run away or anything. It was like, no, I've paid, yeah. All paid up. Unbelievable. Alright, just while we, actually, we must be about level 30 now. Yes, we are. Perfect. Right, so in here, you can be upgraded and start running the whole show over here. Is this sold out? Is that auction live yet? 2 more days. Still got 2 days before we can do an auction. So I've just been having another look at our investment opportunities while I've been waiting for people to finish shopping here. And that is 4 million, isn't it? I've just been reading that a bit closer because the numbers down here. I thought that was 400,000. That's actually 4 million, isn't it? And that must be 5. That's 4,051,500 and 5,346,157 dollars. So they are 4 and 5 million. So they are actually quite big deals, aren't they? Really, for 24%, 5 million. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big offer. But I don't know if you would ever, like at the beginning of the game, yeah, you could take that. It would certainly boost you towards the end of your. Obviously, you wouldn't get as high an offer as that, but it would certainly boost you to open up a load of stores. But I'm not going to sell 24% of my stake, to be honest, for 5 million. It's because we just don't need to. I'm making money. Why, in real life, I would not sell 24% of my business for 5 million if I'm making the best part of 100 grand a day. I am not selling my business for 5 million. So we're not going to in the game either. Right, hopefully these guys have now cleared up enough that I can now see what books are the new ones. So we've already done this, that's fine. So we'll get that one, and that one. Purchase, because they're all going to get dropped in the same corner. That's these ones. So we now know which them are. There we go. So they can go on there. This one can come over here. And finally, this one's going on the end here. All right, set the prices. So we want this at 25, probably. Oh. 25, 32, and I will set this one at 29. Right, so that's, I think everything in here is done, apart from we need to get to level 30 so that the manager in here can also motivate people and change prices. But otherwise, everything is done. Have you enjoyed your day at the store, watching us work? Maybe she's researching. Maybe she's going to open her own bookstore. Maybe this has been market research for her. Find out how we did overall today. Yeah, we did pretty well there. Price is too high, 93, but that'll sort itself out. I'd imagine most of those happen to be here and here, to be honest. What's going on in the world? Year-end shopping, New Year celebrations. So I think I'm pretty confident. So we just need to get that store manager in there to be doing everything. There's a box here and a box there that need throwing away. We'll get rid of those. I'm pretty confident that this and next door is now fully operational and fully working. No issues whatsoever. So I'm quite happy to move on now. How close was this to? It's level 27. It's got 3. It's fine. It's 3 levels. It can run itself, but we'll, I think, go for a drive to open up our next store, or at least purchase it, ready for next time. And then we can come back, or I'll come back and get the manager to sort prices over there. All right, let's head down to the beachfront. The shop should be on our left somewhere. Is that one there? I think it must be. So I think this is going to be our toy shop. Which, now I'm here, looks a little bit weird to have a toy shop just here, but I think I would prefer it to be. I think this is a good size for a toy shop. The way I'm imagining it is a lot of kids are going to be playing over there at the beach. What a place to have a toy shop. So that's how it's working in my head. So I think we'll have a toy shop just here. So we want to go for toy shop. Let's go for a kind of kid-friendly name. Let's go for a magic toy box or something like that. Toy box, magic toy box, company brand. There it is. Let's go. Right. Yeah, this is a decent-sized store, isn't it? Look at this. This is a bit posh. Posh lighting in here. I think this should have been the cosmetic store. Shouldn't it, really? The location, the lighting. Yeah, this was probably meant to be the cosmetic store. Either that or we would make a good jeweler's. But we're going to have a toy store, so that's irrelevant. Right. So, I'd imagine, as always, we're going to get the same sort of amount of products in here as we do in all of the others. Getting quite a few to start us off with, though. We've got, what, 7 to start us off with. Quite a few more to come as well. That's good. But nothing out of the ordinary in terms of the actual amount. Now, the foot traffic's going to be pretty big down here. That's a pretty small storeroom, isn't it? Not going to get a lot of boxes in there. Right, because I don't want to make the same mistake I made at the previous store, where I went, right, let's go around the edge, and it didn't work. Let's not do that. It's a lot of empty space down there that's wasted. But at least it does take the storeroom and the office away from being in the way. That's handy. I like that as it is. The windows, that whole area, the shop front as you walk in, I like that as it is. I don't want anything over there. I think we're basically gonna fill up over there, so we'll go against this and make some aisles or something. Now we could go that way. I mean, that whole wall could be filled, actually, couldn't it? That whole wall could be filled in. Because I think that will look quite nice. If that's all full of toys, that would, I think that would be the way to go. It'd be nice if we could get some decoration. I really wish we could get some, like, some plants or some posters for the, particularly in a toy shop. There's some posters for the wall, that kind of stuff. It'd be nice if you could do that. I think we are just going to go along the wall. It wasn't my intention to go all the way along the wall here. I was going to actually make some aisles. But whether we actually need to, I don't know. Just get some quads in the center instead of an aisles. Just have a couple of quads, something running through the center. Right. Let me just check something. Do we have a bus stop nearby? No. That's a shame. We need a bus stop just here. I was going to get the bus. Back over to the bookshop because they must have leveled up by now. I could get the proper manager in there. Can I put something in there? Nope, that's okay. Right, let's put that there for a second. Should we try filling some stuff up and see what we actually have left over? So let's get the. Can I get all of them? I can't quite get them all. Close. By the time I purchase the stock, it's a possibility. So we've got board games. Are there any more board games here? Football, Murph, Train, no. Right, so we'll put the board games together then. Let's get these first. We'll put board games. I think we'll go on the back wall with them. Looks fun. That's the board games taken care of. We shall have then... We'll come next with the board games. Maybe the figures would be a good shout next. All of that done. So that's all board games and figures then. So what should we have at the far end? I think we'll have toy car, toy helicopters. That is a gigantic helicopter. Why is that so big compared to the toy car? I seem to remember that being the case before, actually, but that I think it was a motorbike or something that we had at the time. That is huge. That's absolutely massive. I mean, I guess, to be fair, yes, a helicopter is bigger than a car generally anyway, but still, that's a big toy. Right, so that's all of that stuff done. So we are going to need more to put more shelving in, of course, now anyway, because decided to double shelf everything. Now, I could make just a gigantic aisle, but I don't think that's what I want to do. And to be honest, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to I don't want to hide any of the stock too much. I think the kitchenware shop that we've got, there's a lot of like shelving facing this way, and it kind of looks a bit like, because when the shelving faces this way, you've just got a white wall basically. Nice when you can see stock, isn't it? So that'd be interesting, having some shelving going along in angles. Be unusual. Yeah, I'm tempted to sort of do this sort of thing so we can still see some stock. I might do some like mini aisles or something like that so we can still see through. If we start one there, grab this off that wall since we're double doing everything. Get another one for there. Alright, we're at the end of the day. Hopefully I'll start getting some frame rates back now, because I'm starting to really drop this end of town for some reason. It could just be this road. So this road has been terrible, because this is where Best Gifts is as well, just at the far end of the road. It's always been bad along the beachfront, but I assume some of the other shops are also particularly busy as well now, because the two we've just opened up are pretty busy stores as it is. Add that to all the other shops as well. Of course, everything... I don't know if shop level creates more customers. You would think that it probably does. And if so, then they'll all be getting more busy, won't they? Every single shop we have will be getting slightly more busy, or at least getting to its potential, perhaps. That's not bad. Let's fill those up then. There we go. All right, so what's all of that done? So we've only got the horse left, which could be another gap and a back-to-back thing there. Because then we'd only have 2 more items, which could always go... I don't really want anything in front of that window, but we could always put those over there. Or something like that, or have a quad just there with those on. So then we'll save this area. I was hoping to save this completely, but I will probably have some self-checkouts or something around here. So if I move this as well, just up to about there somewhere, so it's close to the door. So I think we can put a quad over there. If I'm rightly thinking, we have the toy horse, and we've got everything else on. Which just means we've got those 3, so we only need 4 things anyway. So I think if we just go bang, 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 and that should do us nicely. And this quad could go there or something. Then we can leave a gap. Something like that. And double do these. Make sure. Did I line that up? Not quite, did I? I didn't think that was right. Make sure we line it up. Leave a gap. Go to about there. Then we've actually got quite a similar sized gap the other side as well. It's a bit tight, but it's... Actually, should we come a bit further this way? Just a smidge. I think that's better. About even. Right. Here's the other side. We can put the horse on, but then we'll have to wait, I think. Or if we now unlocked, what level do we need to be? Was it 27? We're only level 27. And by buying stock, I should actually be able to get that. Yeah. By buying some stock, we should be fine for that. So if I now hire we might as well hire all 3 of these. If I hire all 3 of those, and then purchase some stock. We are actually level 27 now anyway. But they can get to work. Bit weird. Sometimes it stops and doesn't allow you to purchase that many in your basket. And then other times it allows you to put everything in. It's very strange. But like in some of the other shops I can get 10 plus of absolutely everything. And it's fine. That will go even above 100, I'm pretty sure, in one store. And then it gets stuck at 23 there, or whatever it was. Right, so they're all doing that, but that means we can now get this license. Actually, what I shouldn't have done there is purchase quite so much stuff. I forgot how... I mean, A, we've had this issue already in this video, and B, I forgot how small this was. I'll help them out a little bit. Right, we can now buy the latest stuff. So purchase that license. Right, so what have we got here then? We've got is that a football as well? Oh, it's an American football. That could go with our other ball, couldn't it? I should have clocked that one. So we've got so I'll move the, was it the yo-yos, and replace them with this, I think. Get one of those for now. One football. One Murph gun and one train. I think what I'll do is I might move the balls to the thing over there, the quad. Perhaps. So let's put the balls over by the quad. There we go. And then, oh, I should have saved that box. Never mind. We'll put the train... Guess I'll put the train here. Doesn't really matter where this goes, I don't think. We'll move these balls. All right, that's that bit done, and then we just need to get just the Murph gun. And that can come round here. Over here. All right, that is us pretty much done. I just need to set the prices in here. We'll work out where we're putting a self-checkout, maybe decorate it, and then I'll probably, well, I'll open it because I have to start the next day, but then we'll have a look and see how it's running during the course of the next day. So let's just set these prices. So we'll go $13.50 here. We'll go 32 there. We'll go 10. Yeah, we'll go around 10 there. All we'll go with 13. We'll go with 28 on that one. We'll go with 10 for the car. We'll go with 15 for the helicopter. 22 there. 23. 27. 17 there. 13. Wow, that train is really expensive. 43 for the train. 27 for that. And finally, 25 for that. All right, I think that is everything done. I think we've done all of our prices. I think we have done all of the products. Let's just make sure. Let's have a glance at it and make sure we have, but I'm pretty certain. So, yep, train, we have football. We've done all of the board games. We did the figurines. We've done the bricks, Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Right, let me just purchase a couple of self-checkouts. So I think that checkout is fine just there, really. Maybe slightly in a bit, actually, so it's not quite on the door. Quite nice just there. We could go with a couple of self-checkouts just in this like foyer area, if it'll allow me. So we could go with one by the... Oh, come on. Why can't I put one there? It'd be a perfect spot for one. Oh, we'll have one there then, I suppose. And we'll have one... Guess I could put one there. We move this over there slightly. Let's squeeze one in at the end. Almost. If we just go slightly further. Where is it happy? There, it's happy there. Squeeze that right up to it. There we go. That should be fine. Right, so that's all that taken care of. We'll just do a bit of decoration. Customization. Right, what's the most toy-looking decoration we can have? No, I didn't want to add that in. Like a red. I think a red would be good. Let's add that red. So we'll have that. I think the red. Should we have like red and blue? We could have red and blue all around. Couldn't we have red there? We have the blue or something there. And then the red again. And then the blue down here. And then, unfortunately, the flooring. Oh, you can just do a coloured floor. Oh, I tell you what, the darker colour. Interesting. I don't mind that. I don't mind that dark colour. Or even just the white version. It's a shame you can't colour these ones. I think I'm going to go with the stock floor. I think I might just have it dark. Unless any other colours catch our eye here. I don't think so. They're all a bit strong, aren't they, at that? I think something like that might just work okay. That blue is very bright, but it is a toy shop. So I think we'll probably open the mobile phone shop around the corner. I know we've already got one, but we'll probably have a second one of those. So we'll probably be doing that next time. Getting a second mobile phone shop on the go just here, because that's going to make an absolute killing. And then I think the only shop left after that is one down here and one over here. And I think that's all we have. Oh no, we've got some more here as well. So we'll try and fill those up. So we'll probably, I don't know, a couple more episodes or so of this, just to make sure we've got them all. But then once we've got them all, that'll be it. So yeah, we'll do the mobile phone shop next time, and then we'll maybe we'll come around this way and then finish with these ones over in this corner. So I don't know, maybe another 4 or 5 episodes sort of left, and then we'll be sort of maxed out with everything, won't we? That will do us for today. So if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.